Hello everyone, it's Lori. Today I wanted to make myself some faith-inspired tissue paper for some of my art journaling projects. I'm going to use my Geli plate. I have two. I have a big one which is 8 by 10, and then I have a 5 by 7, noisy. I have some stencils that I bought from Walmart. Cheap. Easy enough to use. I don't need anything expensive. I do have Illustrated Faiths. I have a mat from Illustrated Faith that I use during Bible study. Let's see if I can get it to show up. There are some, it's like a cross stencil on one side, so I'm going to use that. I do have some faith stamps that I'm going to use, because they have little background things on them that I can use, like this teeny little one, and then these and these. And then I have some old Bow Bunny texture stamps, and I'll be using apple barrel paints. And I am like a serious paper hoarder. Like, here's all this white paper that I have. It came like this because it was stuffed in shoes. So all I did was just unravel it, mist it a little bit with some water, and then hit it with my little mini iron, craft iron. And I have some bubble wrap and some foam stamps that I've made using craft foam. Just cut it up, glue it onto the back of cardboard, and voila, there you go. You have a cool foam stamp. And that's what I'm using today. So, let's get started. No, I haven't cleaned it. I like to keep the edges, I guess, the way they are, because that'll eventually come off and add a really cool element to whatever I'm doing. And of course I have my brayers. And I have some pouncers from Dollar Tree and some paper back here just to clean off my brayer. So let's get started. It's hard to find faith-based anything right now, I guess. So I'll make my own, which can be fun. Plus, it helps somebody learn maybe how to use a Geli plate. I mean, I'm not the greatest. I'm still learning myself. But that's what having fun is all about. And I'll take the leftover and just roll it onto here, because eventually I might do something with that. Stamp on it, use it in an art journal. Who knows? The sky's the limit. So I'm going to take some of my lustrous bubble wrap. Just lay it down, pull it off, lay it down, pull it off, and whatever's on it, I'll put on my sheet over here, and I'll leave that on there for 1 second so that it can pull it off. Oops, I just popped one. Oh well. And what else do I want to do? Oh, some big ones. Now, when I use these, I usually curve it a little bit and just put it down, lift it up, pull it up, take it over the mat, rub on it to get it off. Now I will get one of my that one. Stamps that I made. This one. And take some off there. Let that dry for a second. I'll just go ahead and pull it. And I'll just take this, run over it. So I pick everything up that I want. And then pull it off. And there we have it. I'm going to set this aside. Let's see, blues and greens. Let's see, maybe some yellow. Not yellow. Maybe a darker teal. Just sparingly. Pull it over here. Because I just want it to be an afterthought in this piece. And move that out of the way. Doesn't matter if I've lined it up perfectly or not. Because it's just going to take off what it wants. I like that better. And what I'll do is when I go to use this, I'll highlight these circles with paint. I'll just take a paintbrush, put a little paint on it, and highlight my circles. Exactly. Now, let's see what else we can do here. I'm going to leave the paint that's on here because it'll all pull off in the end. Let's do some yellows and oranges. Maybe a touch of cranberry. And this one. That was bright yellow. This is apricot. What I was using before was Key West. Peacock teal. Caribbean. Did I say lime tree? Lime tree. And let's just put some down here. And I'll switch this out for another piece. I'll go on the back. That'll work. And I might need some more yellow. Maybe. Yeah. Craft Smart, I find, is I don't know. It's not as opaque as Apple Barrel. So, yeah. Let me find an Apple Barrel paint. Shake it up. Throw it on. Oops, that's quite a bit, but it'll work. Squeaky, squeaky. All right, and I'll just run that off. And you know what? Yeah, yuck, get out. I am just going to, do I want a stencil on there? I'm just gonna put some dots with my fingers. Yep, it'll probably show up, but what I'm gonna do is just run it in there like that. Grab another piece of paper, plop it down, rub it on there real good. I'm not gonna leave it on there forever. I mean, if you can if you want, then I would take the risk of it ripping my paper. So And I got, that's awesome. I got it to pick up some of the blue that was on there still. I think that looks great. I love that. All right, let's see, what do we want to do here? I know. Let's try adding this in here first with some black paint. And excuse my reach, a little, oops, pouncer. And what I'll do is I'll let that dry some on there. And when I put another color over it, it'll show through on the front. Hopefully. Could be wrong. Hopefully I'm right. But we're all just learning together. Boy, does it look like I need a lot more paint than that. Probably don't, but yep, well, we'll figure it out. There we go. Alright, voila, I like that. And I'll put some funny swirls in here. Why not? Because I'm just cleaning this off. And then with this, I will take my trusty paper towel and rub it off onto my scratch paper. There you go. Easy peasy. Now, rub that off on there. Clean it off. Let that dry for just a second. I'm going to dry this real quick. Alright, you don't want to have the heat on here for too long. Now, I want some crazy colors. Crazy colors. Let's see. Let me wipe this off. Or vibrant colors. I mean, let's add some cranberry. Got it on me. I'm gonna put that where I want it first. Roll that off over here. Just wipe it off real quick. I do have baby wipes, but I don't want to get everything too wet. It's just a dry paper towel that I rub the paint off on. Let that set for 1 second and ooh, I want some peacock teal from Deco Art. Just put that a little bit here because I don't want it everywhere, just in certain spots. Oh, stop it. See, I knew it would lift that up. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I'm going to dry it again. Okay. And I want some yellow. Some yellow. And what I think I will do is I will grab my fan brush. I'll just put a tiny bit of yellow down. Pick that up. Add some fun little swipes here and there. And I can actually fix the crosses if I wanted to by just grabbing a paintbrush. Any old paintbrush. Mix up my black. Just grab some. And come in and just touch them up. Just a little. Seeing as how I lost some of them. And let's see. As I'm letting that dry. I'll use this one. That one or that one. I don't know. Maybe a whole different one. Yep. And, oops. Some more. Wait. Maybe some pop of blue. This is so old. Americana. It's raining. It's a dismal day, I'm telling you. Dismal. And what I think I'll do is the same thing. I'll take the brush and just dip it and add some more marks with this. Ooh, purple. Yeah, well. Okay. And then, what kind of a background do I want for this? I'm just gonna lightly dampen it with a spray bottle. Let's see if this works. Might not. Might ruin the living daylights out of my paper. But who knows? We're just gonna set that on there and just gonna go over it with this. Hopefully it works. I don't know if it'll work. Just gonna let it sit on that for a second. Run it over a couple of times just to let it grab what's underneath there. And I'll take this other piece of paper so that I don't rip my other piece of paper as I'm pressing down on that paper. Hopefully it picks it up, and any water or too much moisture will actually come onto this one. Well, let's see if it worked. It could be a hot mess. It looks like a hot mess, but that's okay. There. I'll still use it in art journaling. All right, let's see what else we want. Well, seeing as how I have those on there, just add some pink. That was Pink Parfait. Let's add some pumpkin orange. Ha! Let's see how well this turns out. I need to oil this, don't I? Yes, I do. All right, I need a new sheet of paper. So, just clean this off. I'm not a huge talker. I know that a lot of people on YouTube are. I'm sure I will get there at some point. Ew. Shake it up, Lori. This is Plum Craft Smart, which is a Michaels brand. We'll see how well it works. There we go. Ew. Well, it doesn't work that great, but we'll work with it. All right, let's see. We'll do this. And let me grab one of these stamp sets. These I bought from Tuesday Morning many years ago. And then my daughter had bought me some as a gift. So these are all very old, which is all right. Let's get a stamp block here. A stamp block. Just a really funky one. And I think I will do this kind of multi-crazy. Ooh. That was multi-crazy. What a way to get the stamp block in the way. Change stamp blocks. Alright, well, I guess a smaller stamp block would be better. Because these stamps are little. Quite little. So, drop it on, rock it a little bit, pick it up. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we have here. And if I'm not doing it right, I'm sure I will learn down the road. I mean, I've been crafting for a long time. There we go. I like that a lot. I just have not been making YouTube videos. Let's see if I can pick that one up. Nope. Only got a little bit. That's all right. You get what you get and you don't get upset. That's my motto. So, let's... You know what? I want to... See, now I really do like this one. I like the colors, even the black that it picked up in the background. Excuse me, my throat's dry. And there's the lifted stamp impressions. But I'm probably doing this backwards, which is... That's all right. I'm making my own faith-inspired art journal papers. So, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. How about Caribbean? This is palm leaf and Caribbean. Hopefully that's going to be a good combination. All right, it would help if it was open. And let's see what happens. I'm just going to add a little bit of white. Just, woo! Well, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these longer papers that I have and just keep picking it up. There's that. Now come back in, add some more. That over so that that paint stays on there. Hold this up so that I can keep it from falling down on my desk. Put that in there pretty good. Somebody's driving by looking at my window like, what are you doing? Pull it up slowly. This is what I'm getting. And then I'll take whatever's left on here and add it to, you know what? I'm just going to add some to this. Why not? They're my papers. I just want a little something on the edge, maybe, because I don't like wasting paper, that's for sure. And I don't like wasting paint. So I can add to the edge of my paper. And I'll just pop it down. And there's that. And now, next time, what I'll do with these is I'll take some black paint, stamp on them, and make my own faith-inspired tissue papers. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, I'd be grateful for them. And I hope you have an amazing day. God bless and take care.